Welcome to PlanetSide Command Center. I'm Tramel Isaac, Senior Art Director for PlanetSide 2. This is my esteemed colleague, Matt Hickney, Creative Director for PlanetSide 2. And we're going to bring you a bunch of new stuff coming from our brand new studio here in SOE, talking about PlanetSide 2 and the upcoming things. Why don't you run down some of the things that we're going to do?
And I could not be more excited for today. PlanetSide Command Center, this is going to be a really, really cool way for us to communicate all the cool stuff that's going on behind the scenes at PlanetSide 2 to all you guys out there. Today we're going to be talking about E3, all the cool events that happened there, PlanetSide 1 community event that just went down. We're going to be talking about the Infiltrator a little bit, showing you guys some cool behind the scenes information about him. You're going to be doing a segment on the costumes from E3. We're going to have a fan spam segment that's all about fan art that's been sent in. But first, we're going to have Josh Hackney in studio here, doing an interview, talking about beta, talking about all things leading up to beta.
Who the heck is Josh Hackney?
Josh Hackney's our executive producer. Have you met Josh?
No.
You're going to be really excited. It's going to be a thrill.
Oh,
He's our executive producer. He is the boss. He runs the whole shebang.
It's all him.
It's all him.
If it's bad, it's his fault.
That's right. Yep, blame Josh. So he's going to be here. He's going to be talking about beta, letting you guys know what the scoop is, letting us know what the scoop is. I'd love to know what the scoop is.
I'd like to know.
People ask me, I have no
when
idea.
When is beta going to start? That's what I want to know, because people keep asking me.
Right, yeah. People should be asking Josh.
I don't really even know what to say.
Well, we can ask Josh, and then we'll know, and then we can tell them.
I'm going to ask him.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to ask him as many times as people ask me. And maybe
that's the whole interview?
That's all. When's beta?
When's beta? All right, so first up, you guys, we got Joshua Hackney here in the studio to answer some questions.
Josh Hackney.
So Josh, why don't you talk a bit about yourself and what you do on the team?
So I'm the executive producer on PlanetSide 2. Been working on it since about a year and a half at this point. Before that, I was working on the agency, and had worked at Activision, Atari, some of the other publishers that are out there.
So you've been long history.
He's been around.
He's been around.
I
heard about him.
Yeah, no, the gray hairs only came in the last year.
Yeah, I think I'm responsible for a couple of those.
Oh yeah, at least about 10.
All right, well, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to ask the question on everybody's mind, question on everybody's lips.
Wait.
You want to ask?
I'm going to ask this.
All right, you ask. Go for it.
Everybody wants to know, what cologne do you wear?
I told you it was aloe.
Aloe?
That's not. I don't. Is that?
No, it's not really a cologne.
Like aloe.
I just rub it all over my body.
Sure
it's great.
Question or not.
Oh, yeah, well, go ahead and ask the real question.
Wait, the question I had here.
I wanted to know that myself.
The question I wanted to know, I really would like to know, is when is beta? When is beta? And I'm talking specifically about when is the beta for PlanetSide 2?
The beta for PlanetSide 2 is within the next month. We're going to actually be opening it up and inviting some of our hardcore players from the first game.
That's pretty soon.
Yep.
Oh my God.
What am I doing in here? I got some work to do.
I gotta sign up.
No, you got some work to do.
Oh, I can't get in the beta.
All right. So within the next month, we're going to start letting people in.
Yep.
Cool. I keep hearing about a technical test. I heard John Smedley was on Twitter talking about a technical test. What do you know about a technical test? Can you tell us anything about that?
Yeah, I mentioned that in my in the producer's letter I sent out last week. So the technical test is really going to be hitting on some of the basis of how our servers are doing, how stable the game is, performance, those kinds of things. Just be able to open up and get a few more folks and broaden the range of, can our servers handle 500 folks, those kinds of things.
So it's not really all about going in and checking out if the game is fun.
No.
It is. I mean,
yeah, you gotta play it.
It's pretty fun.
You
guys are really missing out.
Yeah.
Who's not gonna play that?
Everybody's going to play, but no, it really is about just making sure that the patch or the whole process actually works. We can get people in fluidly, so when we actually open up the doors and we want to get feedback from individual players about how the game mechanics feel or how the art looks or anything along those lines, we're ready. Everything actually works underneath.
That sounds cool. Sounds cool. So what's up with veterans and getting into the beta? People who played the original PlanetSide, what's their status?
So we've actually been working with our platform crew. We do have a list of everybody that's been playing on the original servers, who they are, and even those that have on top of that put in for beta keys. So we're going to actually make sure that they're in early, that they're in first, along with our high priority access groups.
That's awesome. So we're basically taking care of those guys, making sure that
definitely
the original PlanetSide players, and that's great for us too, because we get feedback from people who actually know how to play this kind of game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot of meta mechanics that are really unique and different than you see in any other shooters, and you really need folks that have experience with it to give feedback on the design or the art, just making sure the mechanics work the way it really should.
Sounds good to me.
Sweet.
Sounds good to me.
I can't wait.
So
Very excited.
I'm really waiting. I just really want to get in and kill some of the old school cats.
you want to?
Because they, I got to get in first because they don't know what they're doing just yet. And I
right.
get the advantage. And then once I hop on them, then I solidify
So
my
you want
stance.
that like
you know?
3-day
You're like the
window
yellow
until
belt,
you
they
start
have to
getting
get
through.
through? Yeah.
Exactly.
As soon as they get past the initial stages.
That's when I'll stop playing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, dude.
And on the high?
Yeah, exactly. You got
That's
to hit
right.
on a high note.
Nobody beat me. I killed everybody.
I
'cause
killed
only
like
played for the
50
first
people,
day.
man. Yeah.
First day.
Get my rep up first.
All right, so beta's coming up. Veterans are getting in, and then what's up next? Like, what's new? What's coming up soon for PlanetSide? You know.
So there's a lot of events we're going to be at. We're going to be at PAX. We're going to be at Gamescom. We're actually going to China Joy in a few weeks, and then towards October, we're actually going to be out at SOE Live. So everybody should be joining us then.
Where is SOE Live? SOE Live. Where is that?
Vegas, baby.
Vegas. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be fun.
No, actually, we're going to even do some kind of tournament. We're going to do something special for players that show up at SOE Live. Get an opportunity to really get hands on the game there too.
Sounds like something that everybody should take part in.
Oh, definitely.
Everybody, get
Definitely.
out there. Get to Vegas. What would you like to close with?
Just looking forward to seeing everybody in beta and then getting on to launch.
Sounds good to me.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming out. PlanetSide 2 E3. That was
Enormous.
pretty spectacular.
Titanic.
We actually rose to the occasion. It
Yeah.
was that road to E3 was pretty grueling.
Yeah, man. You know, I knew that we were going to go to E3, and I knew we were going to have a huge show. I knew that we were going to blow people's minds, but I had no idea that we would get the level of recognition that we had there.
See, that's funny because I thought that this E3 would be just like any other E3 that I've always been to. You go there, you show your stuff, and you leave. And it was pretty much over after that. But this time around, we walked away with what, like 41 nominations?
41 nominations, 22 wins.
That's-
but best of show,
Best
best
of
MMO,
show,
best
like-
shooter. Yeah, it
Like
was
we
amazing.
got Best of Show from Game Informer, which is huge.
It was
and then
huge.
we got Best of Show and like 5 other, I don't know, maybe like 3, 4 other awards from PC Gamer, which was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
So
usually people at E3, they play something for 10 minutes and they split because they want to see everything,
Yeah.
But we had people that just wouldn't leave. They wouldn't get out of our booth.
or people that came back.
Or they came back.
There
yeah.
was multiple people that actually played the game. They left and went and played some other stuff and was like, blah. Then they came back to enjoy
That's right.
what was PlanetSide.
Busy
2.
guys too, editors from big magazines and G4 stuff like that. We had these dudes coming back over and over and
Yeah.
over again, wanting to keep playing the game.
And that was a good feeling.
Those of you guys who haven't gotten a chance really to check out all the cool stuff that happened at E3, there's a whole bunch of footage. You guys are going to be able to check out some cool behind the scenes, like some sneak peeks into the theater demo that we did at E3. There's
Yeah.
some footage out there for that. Lots of pictures up for it too.
A lot of people don't know what it's like to be at E3.
Yeah,
'Cause,
oh, yeah,
I mean,
it's
you never.
grueling.
It's
It's
really
grueling.
hard to be there.
Yeah.
So you got
3
3
days
3 days of
Yeah.
showing and talking and doing all this stuff. As the show wore on, like what was going through your mind?
Well, like I said, I knew that we were going to go up there and people were going to be impressed with what we had to show. I knew we had something really solid and really unique that people were going to finally be able to play.
Was it
And it was
one?
just exciting for me.
Was it one particular instance
No,
where
there
you?
absolutely was. There was a moment on the second day when we got that Game Informer award where I realized, like, oh man, like we're really doing it.
I have
You
a
know?
picture of that. I have a picture of him standing next to the award. He's like giddy, and it's funny because you look at the picture. I'm like sitting there kissing it, and he's like vibrating in the picture. Like so, he's
Yeah.
not even like corporal. He's just like sitting there
Yeah.
like in the phase or something.
That's
it's crazy.
right. No, it was a really, really kind of powerful moment, I think, honestly, because all the hard work for the last months and months and months leading up to E3, all the stuff that we had done, all in the late nights, sort of all felt like it came together in that moment. And
Yeah.
you go to E3 and you're terrified of the game crashing. And I remember 5 minutes before the doors opened at E3, the internet went out in our booth, and we
Yeah.
were all just like,
Yeah, I remember
no!
that. That was pretty bad.
But it ended up working out. Everything came together really well in the end.
Yeah.
People played the game, they enjoyed the game, and to me, honestly, it couldn't have been a better feeling than
yeah,
that.
for me, it was that one interview that I did, and right after I got done with it, it was a moment like in the interview where I knew that I had that guy. Like he's playing the game, and I'm telling him stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you can do this and you can do that, and he's like. And he froze for a minute.
Right.
He's like, "Oh man, I can't believe how awesome this is."
Yep.
And then like right after that, he reached in his bag and whipped out the nomination. I was like, "Got that kid."
Yeah,
dude.
no, that's
so
awesome
that
because
was
people
great.
come
That was
in, they're
great.
all like glossy-eyed. It's their first appointment of the day, and they're like, "All right, show me whatever you have to see." They don't care, because they're you know, they've been
they've been
seen
there, been there,
100
done
games,
that.
They've done it. They've done this 10 years in a row. But when they start to play it, and they're like, wait, are you telling me that? Okay, so wait, all these people are in the same world. Wait, I can play all these vehicles at once. And they start to like you see the gears start going like this, and then all of a sudden they're just like, whoa, and they get it.
They get
as soon as they get it, that moment, it's such a cool thing to see the light kind of turn on behind their eyes.
It's amazing.
Yep.
PlanetSide 1 event that we had a community event, and basically what we did was just kind of open it up for everybody to come in and enjoy PlanetSide 1 while we're still working on PlanetSide 2.
Anybody who had an active PlanetSide account at any time, we reactivated their account so they could come in and join this event. I think the really cool thing about this whole thing was that it was completely community driven.
Yeah.
The community on PlanetSide Universe and a couple of the big active outfits basically planned it all themselves. They said that they wanted to have a PlanetSide day on this day. They came up with all the events for it themselves. And they basically organized this really, really amazing event. It was so cool to see all the PlanetSide players coming back into the world again and really being able to play with their friends and meet up with old comrades and destroy old enemies.
Yeah, exactly. The Thursday prior to the actual event, we did an interview on camera and actually got in the game and played with some of the guys.
That's
and
right.
For some strange reason, they kept finding us. I don't know how. they continued. They hassled us and hounded us the whole time, and we were,
it was broadcast live on the internet.
Yeah, we were cheating though. we cheated. We boosted up our health a little bit, and it made it a little bit even for us because it's like 2,000 versus the 3 guys on the map, and we were driving around and taking guys out and. In the Sky Guard, rolling around the Sky Guard. That was pretty cool.
It was cool.
I saw somebody tweet, "Oh, I just got killed by T-Ray." I'm like, "Yeah, you're damn right.
That's
I killed you." Like, come on. When we first started, we ended up in one of the towers. I forget which map it was, and we're just getting slaughtered. Man.
Yeah.
And then like Dan came in and hooked us up with some vehicles, and we started flying around, and it was pretty cool. It was
really cool. It was really fun. But the whole event, the whole weekend was awesome, and huge props to the entire PlanetSide community for making that event happen and participating in that event. It was really fun to see. They had an Empire War event. They all went to Amrish, and we reset the entire map so that all the bases went neutral, and then each one of the 3 empires were all max population on that continent, and they all fought over trying to capture the capital base. So for 2 hours, it was just this massive raging fight. That was really cool. And then they had a parade where, like, miraculously, all 3 empires like walked out of the warp gate together towards a facility, and none of them like killed each other or like launched OSs at each other or anything. They made it all the way in there, and then they all blew each other up. But it was really neat getting to see these, BFRs, one BFR from each empire walking next to each other, and rows of tanks moving together and stuff. It was really, really cool.
Yeah. So our fans are like, I'd say, probably the best.
Oh yeah.
They really
probably.
They really take the game to heart, and they really enjoy all the hard work that went into it, and I really appreciate that because, when we were making the first PlanetSide, it was all like this. We're doing this unknown thing, and we hope people actually enjoy it. And here we are, like 9-10 years later, people are still enjoying the things that we kind of conjured up, rolling the dice, thinking this thing would stick, and it actually did stick, and that's an awesome feeling.
Well, no other game has ever captured that feeling. No other game has yet to come out that has done what PlanetSide did, which is deliver on hundreds of players being able to coordinate massive team battles together, and that's a really unique and compelling experience.
Yeah.
That's why those guys 9 years later are still playing the game and still loving it.
Still playing it.
Still hungry for more information about PlanetSide 2.
People can go out and play it right now. Go out and play PlanetSide. Why you waiting on us to finish this game? Go and play PlanetSide.
Give us a break.
Yeah, I know. Go keep yourself busy for a little bit. Keep your hands busy.
That's right. We got the Infiltrator, the super sneaky stealth assassin character from PlanetSide 2. He's a class in PlanetSide 2 that's all about infiltration and reconnaissance. He's also our sniper class. So we've got a really cool video for him. You guys can check out what he's all about here.
Yeah, he should be pretty sweet.
Calling all squad members. Enemy tank spotted. Southeast my location. Artillery support required.
that was awesome.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Are you gonna play an Infiltrator? Do you do Infiltrator?
No, I'm more on the heavy assault side.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I like sniping, but
I don't like getting killed fast. You know? So I need some armor, man. You know, I need some protection.
Well, you have to protect yourself with stealth. That's this whole thing,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm just saying. I'd rather just run in there.
25% of the time.
I want to run in there and do some damage, man. You know, toss some grenades, lay down some fire. You know.
Right on. One of the coolest things at E3, I think, this year was the costumes, the PlanetSide costumes.
The costumes were amazing.
Yeah,
those
really
guys
cool.
at Renegade Effects really did a great job with those.
Yeah, they were great.
We've got a little segment showing you the creation and the process that we use to create these awesome armors.
Check it out.
E3 was a great opportunity for us to take our in-game armors and actually bring them into the real world. And what I mean by that is basically we gave Renegade Effects a whole suite of concepts, real-world options, reference, ZBrush files, the whole shebang. Everything that we use to create our games, we gave that to Renegade Effects, which actually builds Hollywood models and armor suits for like movies and stuff like that. So they took that, ran with it, and in 6 weeks' time, they've created the most spectacular armor suits that I've seen brought to life. And the process that they use from hammering out the metal, from stitching all the clothes by hand, stitching up the leather, picking the right proper materials to actually bring these things to life. All of that, came together like flawless. And at E3, the response was great. People enjoyed it. We saw a lot of people taking pictures with the models, and they really had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Now back to me and Matt at the command center. Go!
That was really cool. Those guys do awesome work.
They've done a number of things for SOE. A bunch of stuff for EverQuest in the past, and they continue to create really cool stuff.
Well, I think that's the best stuff that they've ever done.
Obviously, they've stepped up the game and definitely brought all of the nuances to armors, and I think they really did a good job.
That was badass, for sure. So last but not least, we got a new weekly segment that we're calling Fan Spam. Any you budding artists out there have any cool fan art you want to send to Trammell and get some feedback on?
Yeah, even the ones that aren't so budding, like you go ahead and send them anyway because it's funny. We look at them and have a good time just laughing at them.
How do we get them? Do people just send them to their Twitter account? Is that how it works?
They post them on Facebook. They send them on Twitter. They send them to you. They send them to me.
Yep.
Email, somehow they end up.
Paint them on the side of a building?
I know. Somehow they end up in our inbox or Twitter account somehow.
Yep.
Magically.
We see them. We love them. So here it is, a reel of the finest fan art that we've gotten so far in the last.
Nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best.
We should have like a segment.
Except the worst, maybe. Maybe we should put the worst.
We should have like a segment with the garbage ones too.
The garbage ones? How about we don't tell anybody if it's
exactly.
the garbage one or
We should
the good
intermingle
ones,
the garbage ones with the good ones. Therefore, bringing the garbage to the top.
Maybe we can do like a thumbs up, thumbs down thing on them.
We'll let you guys decide which one's hot.
Yep.
That's pretty much the best way to go about it, right?
All right, check it out. Oh, this is a Vanu one. Wow, look at that. Vanu represented. Oh, look at that. MC for life. Told you, man. Look at that.
That's horrible.
Oh,
look at that
dude.
one.
This is my favorite one.
I hate that one. That was the worst.
You hate this one?
That
How could
one's
you hate this
garbage.
One? No way. This is
Look at
great.
that one. This one's pretty sweet. Yeah, I didn't really think it was sweet. I was being nice,
That doesn't
actually.
even look like it's a straight line.
I was actually just
Is that
being nice.
crayon?
The ones that was just like, you don't really know what you're looking at, like
Yeah.
that one's pretty
Of
sweet.
course, we got the cat Photoshop.
The cat one. Oh man, that
That's
was
pretty
creepy.
possible, yeah.
That was pretty creepy.
It's a lot of them, right?
Pretty damn creepy.
Gross. Gross.
Yes.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us for the inaugural episode of PlanetSide Command
I
Center.
had a great time. I'm
Been
glad
awesome.
you guys showed up.
Really, really cool.
Glad you showed up.
You showed up. I didn't
I
think
know.
you were going to.
I was a little late.
Yeah.
You know how we are.
You got your purple chair. How could you not show up?
I
I
know.
got a special purple chair just for
I know.
you.
Check that out. Purple chair, blue chair,
Beautiful, huh?
blue
Look at that.
dude, purple dude.
Faction loyalty,
probably-
NC for life.
I'm falling apart over here. Look at this. Losing my
All
my
right.
sound.
We want to remind you guys to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. Make sure you come
Exactly.
to, what is this?
SOE Live, October 18th through the 21st.
I'll be there.
I'm going to be there.
You be there too.
Bally's Hotel and Casino.
Yep.
Vegas.
Beautiful Vegas.
What can go wrong?
Nothing could go wrong.
Exactly. What stays in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's
Right.
the wrong way.
No, you got it.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I liked it better before.
Whatever. Anyway, We're going to be hosting a brunch for
Yep.
PlanetSide 2 on the last day of the show, which is the 21st. Come on out.
Make it out there.
Have fun with us.
You gotta
man.
come.
Come on out. Go register at SOE.com. Get your tickets for SOE Live. It's going to be a great time.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Sony.